This video is going to show you how to plot slope-intersect formulas. As you can see, we have our slope-intersect formula. It's y equals mx plus b. The y is for the y-coordinate, the m for the slope-intersect, the x for the x-coordinate, and the b for the y-intersect. Now the x and y usually are unsolved because those are points along our line that we want to figure. And this line is to represent multiple points. So our x and y are usually not solved, and they're usually in the form of x in parentheses, x comma y parentheses. The slope is going to be how steep the line inclines or declines. Oh, sorry about that. My computer does that. So on our slope, when we're decreasing, there'll be a negative slope, like a -1 slope, or increasing, a positive slope, which would just be like a 1. Now, our y-intersect, which is represented by b, is the line that we're going through right here. This is our y line. This is our x line, and this is our y line. So wherever it intersects on the y line is what this number is. So I'm going to show you how to plot these on a graph. So our first problem that we have in the black is y equals 1x plus 4. So the first thing we want to look at is where it intersects the y-axis. So we go up to our example here. B is the y-intersect. So that here is 4. So that means it's going to intersect on 4 on the y-intersect. So we know we need to go through this line right here, this point. So now we're going to look at what the slope is. It's 1x, which means it's a positive slope because there's no negative there. So we know that we're going to be going at an upward angle. Now the slope is represented as a fraction typically. Now this fraction on here would actually be 1 over 1. And that would be your rise over your run. So you rise 1 and go over 1. Rise 1, run 1. Rise 1, run 1. So essentially we're just going to corners right now. However, if it was like a slope of 2, it'd be rise 2 over 1. So we know we need to start at the 4, and then we're rising 1 and running 1. So we keep doing that, and you usually plot these points with dots, but I'm just going to draw the whole line. So virtually on this one, we're just going at an angle like this. So we'll just go down, draw our line. And with these slope lines, they never stop. They are a continuous line, unless it is specified in the line. So we continuously go on to infinity. Now our next one, represented by the red there, is y equals -1x plus 4. So again, we're intersecting at the y-intersect. So again, we're intersecting at the y-intersect, but this time we have a -1 run. So that would be, we're still going to the right because the run is the bottom number, which would be a 1. So we're going to be going over to the right, 1, and then, down 1, run 1, rise, or fall 1, run 1, fall 1, run 1, fall 1, run 1. So essentially we're going in the complete opposite direction on this one. So again, we'll just go straight through it. make sure that your intersect is going through the 4. That is very important. Again, this one goes on for infinity. Our next one is 1x minus 4. So, for this one, our y-intersect is now a negative 4, which on the y-axis, on the y-axis is down here. But again, as you notice, we are rising 1, running 1. So we go rise 1, run 1, 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 and so on and so forth until we get to the top here. Straight through that 4, that negative 4. And then again, this one goes on for infinity. So we represent that by arrows. For our next one, we have a negative 1x minus 4. So this is going to intersect at the negative 4 on the y-axis. So we go down our y-axis, find the negative 4, and it is a negative 1 over 1 slope. So that means we're going to fall 1 and run 1, 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 run 1, fall 1, run 1. So we're going to go up from there. Purpose of this is so that way we can find any point that we want on this line. So for example, on here we have an x value of 1. So if we put x as a value of 1, axis, and then we go down to where it crosses on the y. So the answer, so the actual point would be 1, negative 5. If we set x equals 2, it'd be 2, negative 6. If we wanted to set it all the way at 6 for the x coordinate, it'd be 6, negative 10. And this is just an easier way to figure out where on the figure out the x-axis, or figure out what the y-coordinate is. You can do the same for the y. For example, if you wanted to set the y-coordinate to, let's see, negative 10, again, you go over to the point that it crosses, and it is equal to 6. So the x-coordinate would be 6, y-coordinate negative 10.